browser now. I've logged in. I'm going to start off in the sales rep role, and we're going to talk through some of the dashboards and being able to manage leads, and really that sales rep empowerment piece that I started off talking about. So that's the piece we'll start with first. Then we're going to look at a sales manager's perspective, a support rep, and end with kind of the CEO as well as a marketing executive, some of the reporting that you can get that way. So this is actually Nelson Holdings, is a furniture distribution company, and this happens to be using our One World capability. So as I go through, I'll talk about the different countries. So this particular rep is in Germany, and we do offer local language localization for different languages. There's over 12 that we're localized in, but obviously, most of you are probably not fluent in German, so I will run the demo here in English. But just know that that's why you're seeing euro signs here, because this particular rep happens to reside in Germany. So right off the bat, I've got my top sales metrics here for as a rep. I can see how many opportunities I've won, lost, how many new opportunities are coming in, and just sales headcount overall in terms of the revenue coming in that way. And then I've got my key metrics here. So how many leads do I have that I need to qualify, and how many sales are this month versus last month. I can see a comparison how I'm doing month over month. What's my forecast? What's my quota, obviously? And down here on the left, I can see a graphical representation of where I am in terms of my forecast versus my actual. So I've got quite a bit of work to do to move the needle over into the green section so I can make my commission and have a nice, good revenue coming in this month. Speaking of commission, that's two metrics that are available here as well. Estimated commission, and that's the number that's going to go up every time I close an order. And I can drill into this from the dashboard and see exactly what commission plans go into making up and which particular orders go into making up that commission number that I'm seeing on my dashboard. So you get complete drill through right from the dashboard interface, which is always a nice add. Finally, if I'm working leads or if I'm working opportunities, it's all about efficiency for me. So the dashboard is not just a way to get business information and reporting metrics, but it's also your workspace. So right from here, if I just talk to, let's say, waste management systems, I can go ahead and mark this, move it along through the pipeline as a qualified lead. I can actually multi-select and do that with multiple of them. So control and shift both work in your list editing. This is something we call extreme list editing. It's very spreadsheet-like. You're able to easily go ahead and change data. Not just that, let's say, okay, so I'm working my qualification list here. I'm on the phone with John Wasserman from Wasserman Retail Outlets, and I want to go ahead and track a phone call. Right there, without having to drill into the record, I can pop a new phone call record. I can take notes while I'm on the phone with them, and then I can go ahead and save this, and it'll be attached automatically to the customer and the contact record for John Wasserman, so that way my sales manager knows what I've been up to and why I was able to qualify that lead and move it forward. So high touch from a sales perspective is a key there as well. Let's say you finish the phone call and you know what, there's actually an opportunity to be had here. I can also go ahead and start an opportunity here, which will automatically move that lead forward into the prospect stage. So as soon as you book the opportunity, you've got a real revenue potential there, and then you can go ahead and move it to estimate and sales order. Maybe your sales cycle is not very long and you don't really need to have opportunity management, but you want to go straight to a quote, or you want to actually just take the order. If you're a sales organization where you've got folks calling in taking orders, then you would just book the order right from here as well. So lots of ability to increase rep productivity because of the fact that you can work information right from the dashboard without having to go anywhere else. Right? So let's switch roles here, and I'm going to go into the general manager for EMEA, who's also functioning as the sales head. And you'll notice a few different things. I talked about personalizing information on the dashboard. He's got a RSS feed from BBC News coming in so that he can keep on top of what's going on in London as he's running his sales organization. You also see there's a different item on here where there's a line item in red. This is showing me any orders with more than a 50% discount. So you're able to really personalize the dashboard for the information that makes sense for the role that you're in, and also for the particular job function. So as a manager, any orders that have 50% discount or higher. That's just a business rule that we've set up, and then that has to go through management approval. So you can map your processes to the information that individuals are seeing on their dashboard as well. So because I'm a sales manager, I have actually insight, since I'm the regional head of EMEA, I can see across all the different regions that are in the that I'm heading up. So Denmark, Germany, that's where Clemens Fritz was. That was the sales rep that we were just looking at. And you'll notice that all my information here now is in pounds. So this is that one world piece in action. In the case of the German rep, I was looking at things in euros. Now I'm in London. I'm at the regional headquarters, and that happens to be showing things to me in pounds. But I can actually go and view this report and change my subsidiary context over to Germany. So I'm seeing the consolidated view of all of Europe right now in pounds, but if I drill into Germany, I can actually go ahead and see that in euros as well if I wanted to. So that way I can have a conversation with Clemens about his forecast in the same currency that he's forecasting, and so I can ask him what's going on with a particular deal. All that information is currency converted on the fly basically, and I'll talk about that when we get to CEO role as well. So now the other thing to notice is as a manager, it's not my forecast, it's not my commissions, it's my team. So I can really track how the team's doing in terms of metrics overall. All right, so let's go ahead and bop into a customer service person. And what I'm going to do is go to the VP of support who's at the headquarters, let's say in the U.S. here. I'm not sure why that's not there. There we go. Okay, so their dashboard now looks very different, and you might notice that their tabs actually are different as well. So in the sales role, we were looking at leads and opportunities and forecasts. Now we're looking at cases and issues and customers because that's what a service person is going to be engaged with. So the dashboards are not just role-based for your function, in your level, whether it's a rep versus a manager, but also based on your role in the organization. My KPIs that I'm tracking are very service-related cases, escalations. And I've got on my dashboard now, instead of forecast versus quota, I'm looking at the global case analysis. So how long, what's our average time that cases are open, and how many cases is each rep handling in all the different regions. So I get tremendous amount of visibility, again, across the entire organization.